Audio 12.1.
I've been a newspaper journalist since 2001. I enjoy my job mostly, but I really don't like the office where I work. It's huge, and there are about 60 of us in here. We all sit here, we hear the same noises, we breathe the same air. I've worked here for 5 years, or at least I've tried to work here. But it's not easy, and here's why. So why do millions of us work in open plan offices? To find out more about open plan offices, I spoke to architect Nikki Delaney. So, Nikki, tell me, how long have we had open plan offices? Is it a new way of working?
Well, no, actually. Open plan offices have been around since the late 19th century. The first ones appeared in the USA and were like schools, with workers sitting quietly at small desks in straight rows facing the same way. In the 1960s, a new kind of office was introduced in Germany where desks were organised into work zones of different sizes, with desks facing each other. This was to encourage communication and sharing of ideas.
But let's be honest, although it's good to communicate and share ideas, sometimes it's possible to have too much talk and it can be difficult to work. Listen to sound expert Justin Sims talking about the effects of noise on how we work.
When we do work like writing a document, a voice in our head helps us organise our ideas. Scientists say that nobody can understand two people talking at the same time. We can understand a maximum of 1.6 people talking. If somebody else is speaking, then we can't listen to that voice in our head. That means we can't work well, and research has shown that the noise in open plan offices can reduce productivity by 66%.
And then there's the opposite problem. Open plan offices can be too quiet if everybody's doing their work in silence, so it can be hard to have private conversations. Justin Sims again.
Some companies have recently started to use something called pink noise. Pink noise sounds like falling rain or wind in the trees. It's played through speakers and provides background noise which covers the sound of other people's conversation and also covers up the sound of silence.
So if open plan offices can be a problem, are there alternative solutions? In the last few years, breakout areas where people can have informal meetings have become more and more popular. In next week's programme, I'm going to look at this new flexible working environment. Till then, it's goodbye from me.
Audio 12.2.
How long have you worked here? How long has he known her?
Audio 12.3.
How long have you worked here? How long has he known her?
Audio 12.4.
1. How long have you had your phone?
2.
How long has the weather been like this?
3.
How long have you been awake today?
4.
How long has your teacher been at this school?
Audio 12.5.
1.
I work for an advertising agency. I'm a director, and my job is to advise clients about their advertising campaigns. I spend a lot of time in meetings. I attend 5 or 6 meetings a day, sometimes more. And they're usually at the clients' offices, not at my own, unfortunately. I often have to give presentations at the meetings, so it can be quite stressful. I also entertain clients a lot. You know, take them to restaurants and sports events, that sort of thing. It sounds like fun, but it's difficult to relax when you're with clients. I'd prefer to be out with family or friends. I guess I've just been in this job for too long.
2.
I'm a restaurant manager. I work for a large restaurant in Las Vegas, and I manage a team of 15 people. One of my main roles is to recruit and train new kitchen and waiting staff. I also do a lot of paperwork. For example, I write a report on food sales at the end of every evening. I often don't get to bed until after 2 in the morning. It's tiring work, but I love it.
3.
I'm an administrator at the law court. I work in a team of 4 people who I really like, and we run the day-to-day business of the court. So we set times and dates for court cases, answer phone inquiries, and deal with emails. It's not the most exciting job in the world, and I don't expect to stay in this job forever, but I'm very happy to do it for now.
Audio 12.6.
Hi, Danielle. Come in. Take a seat.
Thanks very much.
So, just to introduce myself, I'm Philippa Hart, head of HR here at Canadian News Online. As you know, we're a new company and we're looking to build up our team of sports writers.
Uh-huh.
Audio 12.7.
So, on with the interview. First of all, tell me, Danielle, what qualifications have you got for this job?
Well, I've got a university degree in journalism, and that included not just newspaper and magazine journalism, but also radio, TV, and, of course, online journalism.
Okay, good. And how much experience do you have? In sports journalism, I mean.
I've worked as a sports journalist for 6 years. My first job was working for a local newspaper in my town. I worked there for 2 years, and then I wrote for a teenage sports magazine. I'm currently writing for a popular ice hockey magazine called Shoot.
Yeah, I know it well. So, why do you want to work for this company?
Well, I enjoy my present job, but I'd like to write about a range of sports, not just ice hockey. Also, I'd really like to get into online publishing.
Sure. And what are your strengths and weaknesses?
That's a difficult question. Strengths? Well, I'm creative. I can work quickly when I need to. And I'm good at interviewing sports people. You know, getting them to say interesting things. Weaknesses? I find it hard to say no sometimes when people ask me to do things. That means I sometimes have too many projects. But I'm working on that.
Sounds good. And what's your greatest achievement? What are you most proud of in your career so far?
Well, 2 years ago, I won an award for Best Young Sports Journalist. There was quite a lot of competition for that. You know, writers at other sports magazines. So, I was quite pleased.
Yeah, I'm sure. Now, do you have any questions about the job?
Yes. I do have a few, actually.
Audio 12.8. 1.
I've got a university degree in journalism.
2.
I've worked as a sports journalist for 6 years.
3.
I'm currently working for an ice hockey magazine.
4.
I'd really like to get into online publishing.
5.
I can work quickly.
6.
I'm good at interviewing people.
7.
I find it hard to say no.
8.
I won an award for Best Young Sports Journalist.
Audio 12.9. 1.
Does an accountant work in a court?
2.
Do you pay a client to do work for you?
3.
Does a medical researcher work in a laboratory?
4.
If you recruit somebody, do you give them a job?
5.
If you fill in a form, are you doing paperwork?
6.
If you advise someone, do you tell them what they should do?
7.
If your desk is in a mess, is it tidy?
8.
If you manage a team, are you in charge of the team?
9.
If you are in trouble with your boss, is he or she pleased with you?